Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Bearable Bull here. And I got this aggressively average content for you today. As ladies and gentlemen, I have a very important video for you today. And over the next couple days especially, I will be coming out with aggressively average two-a-days yet again. The reason I haven't been coming out with two-a-days is because frankly there hasn't been as much news in regards to XRP as I thought there would be. But now we have so much to discuss. We have geopolitical and political updates which are important for the future of 2024 and that I believe align with XRP. And we have very important XRP technical updates, as well as crypto market impacts that I want to address. Ladies and gentlemen, today, I believe I understand fully what is the agenda in regards to how they're going to sell it to the public. That we need to see XRP, CBDC, and remittance adoption. We need to see a technological revolution in regards to payments. And the IMF posted a narrative that I believe we all need to pay extremely close attention to. They talked about how migrants need to send 650 billion back to their families. And we see what's going on here in the United States right now. The IMF talks about high fees when sending money back. And what I want you to do briefly before I get into it is to look at the IMF's very own video as I break down fully what it means and how this involves XRP and what I think is going to happen.
Hey, you're catching me at a good time. Now, there's a lot of stuff that I could spend this on. But before I do that, I'll send some of this off to my brother who can put it to good use. You see, there are hundreds of millions of people, like me, who work outside of their home country. Because sometimes people have to go where the opportunity is or where the instability isn't. That often means leaving families behind and earning a living elsewhere, but still sending money home for support. These money transfers are often called remittances. Communication and financial technology make it easier than ever to send money across borders. Let me show you. You pick the amount, pick the beneficiary, make sure all the information is correct, and send. Oh, that's my brother calling. Hey Alex, I just got the cash. It's just what I needed. Now I can pay for the doctor to look at my neck and get back to work. Thanks, man. Yeah, no problem. Feel better. Thanks again. Sending money back home makes it possible for people who live in wealthier countries to help family pay for the basics: food, housing, education, and medical expenses. Remittances help reduce poverty by moving money where it can make bigger difference for the people and countries who receive it. This helps spur investment and entrepreneurship and build savings that can help promote growth and development. So while this amount may get me a dinner and a movie here, for my brother it could help cover his rent or pay for those doctor's bills. In low and middle income countries, remittances can actually make up a good portion of economic activity, even the majority. For example, Mexico's remittances exceed revenue from oil exports. In Sri Lanka, they're greater than the value of the tea trade. And Egypt's remittances are worth more than its income from the Suez Canal. And they're also an increasing portion of the global GDP. In 2022, remittances amounted to 831 billion US dollars. And that's just through official channels. So the number is probably a lot bigger. This money mainly flows into low and middle income countries where it adds up to more than foreign investments and development aid combined. One downside for those countries, though, is the cost of sending money through a service. Some charge a steep fee, up to 35%. Lowering the average service charge to just 3% would mean an extra $30 billion every year for low-income and developing countries. And that's money that would be better spent on family and friends. That's my brother calling again. Hey, how are you feeling? Much better now, thanks to you. Yeah, I'm glad I could help. Say hi to everyone back home.
Now, guys, the reason this is so important is because this is Ripple and XRP's target market, target use case, as well as XLM. What you need to understand is, right now, Ripple, they're finishing up their lawsuit. And once this is over, US partners will be unlocked. We have partners growing internationally already. But right here in America, we've been hindered. Here, you see in Ripple's very own website that this is an important use case and narrative for them. Every single one of these companies needs to look altruistic, like they're helping the planet and solving a major pain point. And at the exact same time, we see in Congress a border bill being a main topic of discussion. We understand that there's been a lot of migrants coming into the United States recently and going into sanctuary cities. And right here, right now, this could be a powerful opportunity for a company like Ripple and a digital asset like XRP to make its mark in regards to that use case, in regards to that narrative. This is something that we are going to have to deal with. This is something that is occurring right now. And I ask for a little grace in regards to understanding what it is I mean. During the height of COVID, I identified my surroundings vividly and decided to uproot my existence from New York City, my hometown, born and raised, devout Yankees fan, Knicks fan, and Giants fan, to move to Miami, Florida, because I saw the writing on the wall. New York was collapsing before my very eyes. I did not like a lot of the things going on with mandates. I did not like a lot of the things going on in general. And now that turns out to be a great decision, as New York City's going through a lot of volatility, and as Miami, Florida is the #1 growing city in America. The reason I say this is because, quite frankly, my old friends, my old associates, were literally resenting me because I was traveling during lockdowns. But it's because I saw things coming a mile away. I saw the facade. And right now, what I'm asking all of you to do is to understand that I study things thoroughly and know certain things will happen ahead of time. My problem is that I'm early, and sometimes too early, to the point where you have to wait. And waiting is a sacrifice that sometimes you have to suffer through. I have suffered in my patience, ladies and gentlemen, in regards to XRP. But that does not mean I am wrong. We are just brutally early. But now we're about to be right on time. All the major decisions in my life have been correct. And XRP has been the biggest one yet that I'm right about as well. We need to understand that all these events, politically, geopolitically, and financially happening right now, are all building towards one moment. A convergence of the old financial system with new technological updates into the quantum age, into the AI age, social credit score CBDC age. And I believe Ripple and XRP are the glue to merge the old system with the new, and to make it so that things don't literally implode for the average Joe. Ripple and XRP are bigger than we expect, in my personal opinion. Most people just don't know it yet. Here, I have from ISO 20022, Let's Do It, an interview from Daniela Camboni at ITM Trading, talking about a Great Depression massive seismic crash coming very soon. And this is an event we've been preparing for on this channel for years. I believe we are not exactly right there yet. But oh, ladies and gentlemen, we are so close.
You kind of saw the writing on the wall and you went to your plan B. You moved from California to Hawaii. And we were speaking about the importance of having a plan B. So I'd love if you could just share some of that with our audience here.
Yeah, I think, this is such an unusual time. At the beginning of 2020, it's traditional that everyone in our business gives a forecast for the decade, which of course is not easy
Right.
to do, But I said, the best thing I can say, just read about the 1930s Great Depression, 10 years depression, okay? But it wasn't depression for 30 years. The stock market, yes, the stock market hit the skids, went down 80-some% to the low, but then they had a 50% rally in the Dow. So you could make money even on the long side during that time. Nothing goes in a straight line forever. Everything goes in cycles. But so I said it's going to be like the 1930s. So that means we're going to have wars. We're going to have hostilities. We're going to have riots in the streets, burning cities. We're going to have droughts. We're going to have food shortages in some areas of the world, etc. So I outlined all these things and market crashes. And so it's all has come true. Came all true in first 3 years. The last one of those items that to come true was wars. We didn't have a war, and then Ukraine started. Okay, then we had our war, and now we're going to have more wars because our war machine needs the money.
We're facing a period worse than the 1930s then.
I think so.
You also wrote in a former letter that the federal government is running its largest deficit as a percentage of GDP outside of World War II. You say another great achievement.
Yeah, but that as a the debt as a percent of GDP, it's not really that important. They make too much of it because the government can print.
Right.
Print. They used to be printing, but now it's cyber money.
Now, right there, my friends, what you see is a financial catastrophe, impending doom coming soon to a country near you. And trust me when I say I am not a doomer. I am just prepared for the transition. The world as a whole, I'm a little pessimistic about. We could be entering a period of time with biblical wars on the way, biblical financial crises on the way, and economic collapses. The reason I am here coming on YouTube every single day is to tell all of you to prepare. I think XRP is a financial life raft. I believe in this system. I know it's going to come online, or at least be tried. Ladies and gentlemen, stay the course and pay attention. Wars are on the way, more heightened ones. But I think we still have a window in time before that happens to experience the financial windfall of XRP adoption. Darwin said it best. It's not the strongest of the species that survives. It's the ones that can best adapt to the changing world. I've always created my channel with the purpose of helping you all transition into the changing world, because during times of change, you can put yourself in between the change, from the old to the new, and maximize the opportunity to catapult yourself into other levels. Heed my warning. Stay strong, my friends, and prepare now. Now guys, to cap off this video for today, I have a profound warning to remember to put your cryptos offline and protected from potential exchange collapses like FTX. You need to get a hardware wallet to protect your digital assets, and with how Ledger has lost a lot of our trust, I will be holding most of my cryptos on decent wallets, but I will be diversified across numerous different hardware wallets and technologies. Decent will be the biggest one though. I do like them quite a bit, and I would highly recommend getting your own at a discount in the link below that I'm providing you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Bearable Bull here. Thanks for tuning in. As always, I appreciate every single one of you. Now I'll be back tomorrow with another video.
Hot tips will ruin you. If you want to be a successful investor, be boring. Please get some experience and please focus on what you already know. Don't listen to hot tips. We're all going to be down at the bar on Saturday. And I promise you, at least 10 people are going to come over and say, you know, let me tell you about this company. Let me tell you about this stock. It is going to go through the roof. It is the best thing since sliced bread. You should buy this stock. And if you don't listen to him, don't worry. Someone else will come over and give you a hot tip. Please ignore them. It is not a good sign when you go to the dentist and the receptionist wants to talk to you about stocks. Don't get excited when everybody's excited. And please, if everybody's depressed, you should get excited. Emotions usually do not help when you're trying to make investment decisions. We're all human beings and we all have emotions, which can be a negative. Being cold-blooded and heartless can be useful if you are going to be a successful investor. Everybody should learn to only invest in what you yourself know a lot about. Don't listen to other people. Don't listen to hot tips. I mean, everybody watching this knows a lot about something. Fashion, sports, cars, something. And that's where you should focus. If I told you you only had 25 investments in your lifetime, you would be careful. You wouldn't jump in and out. Every time you heard a hot story, you wouldn't invest. You would be very careful and you would be successful. I know everybody thinks this is easy. It's never been easy for me. So please focus, concentrate, be disciplined, and wait until you find a good opportunity yourself. People will say, oh, that's boring. Be boring. If you want to be a successful investor, be boring. Diversification is not going to make you rich. Diversification is something that brokers came up with to protect themselves. So they won't sue you. And if they sue you, they won't win because you're diversified. If you want to get rich, you focus. You put all of your eggs in one basket. You better be sure it's the right basket. And you better watch that basket very, very closely. But that's how you get rich. Henry Ford didn't diversify. Thomas Watson didn't diversify. These guys put all their eggs in the right basket and got very rich.